diagram, which should have looked significantly better than what it was before, significantly more complex. And some people turned in, oh, that'll be nice, absolute crap. If you've got 10 entities in an airline, you're out of your fucking mind. You gave it no thought and you did no research. And I'm sorry, this class is COP 4703. You are not that far from graduate level work. This is a high 4,000 senior level class. If you can't do it, I'm sorry. Perhaps graduation is not meant for you. Secondly, I asked for an ER diagram. I asked for normalization. I showed how that was working. Some people gave me normalization diagrams. Here's my ER diagram in first normal form. What the fuck is that? Did you ever see me do one of those? No. Stick it up your ass and smoke it, man, because you guys are crazy. Normalization was the happy little dependencies, and if every single one of your tables is perfectly third normal form, it's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. Because I can tell you right now, from looking at them, they're not. So that means you pencil whip that crap. If you gave it to me in pencil, go away. Seriously. Remember, the whole premise of this is you're a consultant trying to get the job. I'm sorry. If you're going to turn this stuff in, if this is what you consider good and quality, stuff that I can't even read, no, not going to be worth it. So you'll notice there are no grades in the system. I refuse to put any in. One, because it's a waste of my time. Two, the final project will be a heavy-duty requirement. I'm going to go through with a fine-tooth comb with the eye for looking for ways to slam it. You understand that? There's no more benefit of the doubt. Oh, they're missing a few things. No, this is going to be, how do I destroy this document? What can I find wrong? If you cannot spell the word passenger correctly. Spell check, anybody heard of that? Wonderful thing. If you can't find your way to put down a pencil and pick up a computer, oh well. If you can't find the way to pick up a piece of software that doesn't have trial version written across the middle of it that I got to struggle my way around, go away. Because it's not worth my time. I cannot tell you the number of hours. It would say it's a 4-hour drive to Orlando and a 4-hour drive back, and that didn't cover this class's material. To the point where I got so tired of looking at it, it was just sad. Because it wasn't like, ooh, let's find new and exciting, good ways of looking at stuff. It was, oh God, what's this? Okay? So, when the final exam, I'm going to look at the schedule tonight, probably here after a few minutes. After I get done tonight, I'll post a schedule. Then I'll post the day that we're going to do the presentations. Your presentations had better smoke and rock me. I mean, print them on $1,000 bills if that's what it takes, because I'm not putting up with this garbage. This is a 4703 class. You should know how to write a paper. And when I get long-winded explanations about how I tried really hard on the very first page, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how hard you tried. I really don't. Because trying is irrelevant now. Welcome to the real world. If you have a job and you tell your boss, I tried really hard not to fuck it up, you're still fired. Right? I tried really hard not to run over the pedestrian in the crosswalk. I don't care. So, when I give these things back to you at the end of the class, you will take them and enjoy them. I will tell you right now that the mood that I got every time I picked your pile up got worse and worse. Because I was finding very little to be happy about. ER diagrams have only a few concepts built into them. Just what are they? There are 4 things that go in there. What are the 4 things that go into an ER diagram? Entities. Relationships. Attributes.
Yeah, whole verbiage. The action.
What was the last one? Cardinality. If you produced an ER diagram that didn't have all 4 of those things, fail. Go away. Because both the crow's foot notation and the traditional ER diagram had that built in there. They were both on my slides. They were all through every link that I gave you. If you cannot follow that, then this class really isn't for you. And if you're going to fail it, then I highly recommend you find Prabhu next semester and take it, because it's just going to be more of the same next semester with me. And who knows, maybe he's a much better teacher for this stuff than I am. I don't know. I never had his for this class. And maybe you'll understand him a whole lot better, because you're not getting it. Who here actually read the book? That's less than a third of the class. It's less than a third of the class. You're trying to get it all from PowerPoints? What is a PowerPoint presentation? Summary. Bullets.
Yeah. I wouldn't go as far as saying summary.
It's real.
A light outline.
It's a light outline of the chapter. Think about when I'm presenting a PowerPoint presentation to you, put down the goddamn phone. Okay, here's how this is going to work from now on. If I see anyone playing on a computer, if I see anyone with a phone, the very next class will be a full-fledged test. Full-fledged, fucking god-awful test. It'll be an hour and 15 minutes of hell on earth. And if you have a sharp pencil and a pile of them, you might successfully complete it. I will make the test up tonight just to make sure you understand that. I'm tired of seeing this all fucking class. Especially given this crap that's piled on my desk. If this would have been amazing, I'd go, okay, God, she's got it. He's got it. They're surfing because they got it. You ain't got it. No, you don't. You don't have it. Some of you are close. And I was nitpicky on some people, probably a little hard, but that's why the grades don't count. And you'll know yourself. Some of you, I don't know why you're sitting in here. Because you're not listening to me, and you're not reading the book, and you're not learning the material. So if we want to thin this class out a lot, I would much rather have 6 people sitting up here that really want to learn it, that we can sit and have great discussions on and go through it and really learn this stuff and have a good time, than 40 people sitting here with 38 of them with their thumb up their ass doing nothing but texting on their phone. You want to text, the door's back there. You're welcome to use it. No one has nailed your foot to the floor for this class, have we? Have I? Are you chained to the desk? No. If you put more than 4 hours of work into this, I'd be fucking amazed. And 3 hours of that was probably talking to someone about how hard it was. Seriously? What we've got coming up in the next 2 chapters and side notes in the next lecture, 2 or 3 days worth, however many I've got left, is not the fun stuff. It's the hard stuff. It's the twitchy stuff. There's a reason I said start with scenarios. Scenarios give you the business rules that allow you to write the triggers, that allow you to write the procedures, and allow you to write the code. Most people didn't bother to give me anything along those lines at all. Okay. So, please note, I have absolutely no problem failing you at all. None. 0. I will lose no sleep. And if they decide not to hire me because I flunked the whole fucking class, that's cool. I get my Monday and Wednesday nights back. So, I don't worry about this at all. What I worried about was not flying into the back of a carrier. I worry about not killing myself on my motorcycle. I worry about a lot of things. Failing people is not a problem for me anymore. Especially after people cheating on the midterm. That became a 0 problem for me. Especially after this. So, if you're having a great time and you had a great time sitting there surfing the web for the last several weeks, it's going to suck the next few weeks. Because your presentation had better be spot on, because that's where your grade is coming from. Okay? That means if you don't take this home tonight and start digging online and finding out just what goes into creating good databases on your own and expand what little knowledge you have, and open your brain up and stop texting, get off Facebook, get off Reddit, get off whatever you're doing that's not involving this class, and no, I do not care about any other class but mine, then you should not bother to come to class. You really shouldn't, because it's not going to be worth your time. Just save me the trouble of having to grade it, okay? Seriously. Just save me the problem. Just admit it. Admit to yourself, yeah, I fucked it up. You can blame me. He's a horrible teacher, he's mean. Fine, I'll take the hit. I don't care. Because it bounces right up. Because I know where the fault lies for most of this. Because if you didn't understand it and you didn't ask a question, that's your fault. I know I've been over ER diagrams how many times? I know I spent a whole lecture plus on functional dependencies. And we had a great discussion about the difference between an ER diagram and an implementation diagram. And some people, a good chunk of you, were doing this. So, please note, this is computer IT. It is a hard field. It is going to suck. You are expected to know this crap. You don't figure it out on the fly. No. You figure problem solving out on the fly. This stuff you should have wired. And I have not made it that hard of a class. This class could be scalarly hard. I mean, we're talking powers of 10 harder. When I took this class as my undergraduate class, what we have done in a semester, we did in the first 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe I need to teach it like that. Maybe that'll get rid of people quick. I don't know. So, I don't know what's going through your heads. I don't know where you're thinking. I know some of you are going, this isn't me. Great, rock it, man. I'm power to you. You got questions, we'll answer them. Not a problem. Some of you are going, oh, this is really mad. Well, yeah, he is mad. He's upset. He's angry. He's sad that you didn't take any of this seriously and that you wasted your time and then wasted mine. I would much rather have you spent the days of the last several semesters picking flowers in the field, mowing the grass. They need plumbers. They need architects. They need all kinds of other fields. Go for that. Go for something you don't have to worry about this stuff. Although if you choose to be a plumber or an architect, they have all kinds of really kick-ass exams that you have to understand and be able to work. And practical knowledge is critical. And this demonstrable knowledge is critical. So sitting around here with your thumb up your butt doing nothing is stupid. It's a waste of your life. Go do something you enjoy. You like cars or motorcycles or boats or planes or whatever, go the hell out and do that. Don't sit here. Remember I had that discussion before? Don't waste your time here. You don't like this stuff. Don't be here. Unless, is someone making you come here? Did someone threaten to kill you? If you don't take this class, you're going to die. They're holding one of your nieces or nephews hostage. If you don't pass the class, the little one gets it. No? Then figure it out. Holy crap, people. Because I don't mind wasting my time playing Angry Birds. I don't mind wasting my time playing Plants vs. Zombies. I don't mind wasting my time banging my head against the desk trying to get an iOS app to work because the damn mutable arrays aren't taking it right. I don't mind that because it's me choosing what to do with my time. I do choose when you give me stuff that you should have taken a 2-second look at and gone, oh hell, I have no self-respect at all in giving this to him. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Those of you who know who you are. You should be going, oh man. And to put it to you this way, my wife teaches elementary school. She teaches 2nd grade. And he shall remain unnamed here, gave me stuff with pencil. And she's like, what level class is this? I thought you were teaching college. I do, I am. She goes, I can't read his writing. It wasn't the technical words, it was his writing. Or her, whichever. Really? You've insulted a 2nd grade teacher? Seriously, people. You should by now be able to master virtually any piece of software in less than a day at this level of school. You should be. If you cannot, IT field is not for you. And by master, I mean be able to be functional and good enough in it that people think that you've been doing it for your lifetime. Because when the CEO calls down and goes, hey, I got this Visio thing, can you show me how to fix it? Or your chief of technology, you should be able to go, oh shit, I don't know Visio. Click, download the tutorials, run. 20 minutes later, you're good enough to go figure it out. If you ain't there, guys, plugging it in like the Matrix, jack yourself in and go. If you can't do that, figure out a different career. Because that is routine in the business. I mean, absolute routine. So, chapter 8 in our book. We've got chapter 8 and chapter 9 left to do. I have to watch my time so I can give you your stuff back. As always, translation services are allowed. So, the objective of chapter 8. This is... So I know?
Muting his phone.
Oh, please do. So, like I said, I always threaten to dance for the bad music.
I was the one that had the bad music.
Everybody has bad music at some point. Mine's a duck. Mine quacks. Showing up anywhere near on time is a useful skill too. So, why do we need DBAs? What are the responsibilities, administrative responsibilities, and technical responsibilities? This gets more to the back-end work. I'm going to run through this pretty quick because the chapter is fairly complete on this. Just highlight some of the things that goes on in the real world and how this all works together for you. This is primarily your job. Policy creation, policy enforcement.